What it is, what's happening. So pretty eventful weekend. Unfortunately, I did not get to spend much time on projects, but I did manage to get this in here today, Sunday evening. I'm finally going to get this thing over to get alignment done on it. If you remember way back, this is my 92 Ford Knight flare side truck. 5.0 5-speed. I lowered the truck, beams in the front, axle flip in the back. When I lowered it, the truck sat lower in the rear than the front. I thought about buying some lightning springs to get the front a little lower, but I really don't want the truck slammed on the ground because I want to be able to drive this thing. And it actually drives, I mean, it needs alignment, but it actually rides the way it rode before. So I bought a set of Adeleafs to put in the rear, and now the truck sits dead level, which is what I want. This is the truck that there's a few videos back that I re-drilled the axles and I re-drilled the rotors. Now, I do not have the axles or the rotors on the truck yet. And the reason why is I have these wheels on the truck right now, which I do not like. But I did that so that the alignment shop, when he clamps the tool under the alignment, I don't have to worry about the new wheels getting scratched because the new wheels are black powder coated wheels and I didn't want them scratched. So let me show you the wheels that are going on the truck for some of the new guys that want to see them. So these are what's going to be going on the truck. I'm running a, they're both 15-inch. The rears are 275 60 15s, and the fronts are, what are the fronts? I forget now. The front's a 15x4 wheel with a 205 75 15. Kind of going for like the race truck look, even though the truck's slow. But nice skinny tire. I should have probably bought 10s for the rear. They're just 8-inch wide. But I may later on buy another set of wheels because I really like these a lot. And I think they would look really good on another truck I have. So I might buy 10s and a little wider tire for this truck. Buy another set of those for another truck I have. I don't know. We'll see. This is like Project Central around here. So I've been kind of waiting to get the alignment done. And I kind of been waiting for the weather to break because as of right now, this truck's going to have to live right outside the door here of the shop for the time being until I get the okay to build the other building that I'm going to store all this junk in. Because that's stuck outside and a bunch of other stuff. And I'm getting tired of it. So I'll have to move one of these turds. That way it can live up here under the lights and under the cameras. So, goes in tomorrow to get an alignment done on it. Then I'll bring it back, change all the rotors out, change all the axles out, finally put the wheels on it, and actually maybe finally start driving this turd. I've only owned it for, I don't know, almost a year, I guess now. It runs really good. It's a 5.0 5-speed truck. Doesn't even have power windows. It's got roll-up windows. Doesn't even have tilt, but it is a Knight, and the Knight package is really just a stripe, and if you notice, everything's blacked out. I did buy new mirrors that are fully black. I'm not 100% sure if these are the right mirrors or not. I've tried to do some research to see if it's supposed to have all black mirrors, but I did buy a brand new set of black mirrors to put on the truck. And I bought all this weather stripping. I've got all brand new. I need to put all that on and put some new speakers in the doors. It's not a bad interior. I bought new carpet. But I don't think I'm going to put the carpet in yet because I think I'm going to do... This has what they call the Mazda 5-speed. I'm thinking about putting a T5 5-speed that I have out of a Mustang in the truck maybe later on. I've got a bench seat out of a 96 F-150 gray that's actually a little nicer of a seat I think I want to use in this truck because this one's kind of worn on the driver's side. You know, somebody used this as a pickup. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's a 92 truck with I think it's got 170,000 on it. I don't know if it's the original motor or not. It does run pretty good. It will burn the tire through first, second gear if you beat on it hard enough. I kind of beat on it a couple of times, but I probably won't beat on it too much more anymore. Want to just drive it. I've done all the air conditioning in this truck. It's got ice cold air. Everything on the AC is done. I did a, it's got headers on it with a Motorsports wide pipe with a high flow cat, and I just did a single 2.5 inch exhaust with a Flowmaster single exhaust out the back. It sounds really good, but what's nice is when you're out on the highway, it doesn't have a lot of drone in the cab, and you can drive this truck for, you know, long distance without the thing, you know, burning your ears up and going, God, I can't wait to get out of it. So it sounds good, but it's not like annoying. You can drive it, and that's what I really wanted. I wanted something that's cool looking, but I could drive it for an hour or 2 hours away if I want to go to a different car show or whatever. But if you follow the channel, you know how much I like my 92 to 97 Ford pickups. 96, but 97 and F250, I have 350. But you know where I'm going with that. So I'm going to put some clips in here of what happened today. Well, it actually happened yesterday. I was in here in the shop yesterday working on a Crown Vic, an old state police cop car, doing a bunch of front end work, and I was in the middle of fighting something, and I heard something crash. And I was in here cussing something out on that car. I forget what I was doing. And when I finally stuck my head out the door, I went, I could see all the way out to the road. And I went, that's awful odd. Then when I walked out there, I realized the tree by the house fell down. Just missed a customer's car, but it clipped my buddy's Ranger. Caught the corner of the bed. He had the tailgate open, and it destroyed the tailgate. Bent the top of the bed up. We could straighten it out. He wasn't too upset, so I'll buy him a tailgate and a tail light, and he said he'd be fine. So it sucks, but hey, at least it wasn't too bad. So today I had to cut the tree up, and once again, the old Chevy Wrecker with a Holmes 1200 Commander on her, she come to the rescue, picked that whole tree right up, took it all the way out back by the bonfire pit, and I'll cut it up with a chainsaw in smaller pieces later on. But at least I got the driveway cleaned up and all that mess cleaned up and taken care of. So that pretty much ate up the rest of the weekend. And then I had to cut the grass, so it is what it is. So look, holla at your boy. I'm going to throw them clips in there, some pictures. Deuces, I'm out. What it is, what's happening? Well, we had a little mishap last night. There's always something around this place. Had a tree come down. And of course, it had to land on my buddy's truck. Messed the bed all up. But we're in the process of cleaning up. What a mess. Let me spin you around. Yeah, you come back. You come on back.
Going back?
Yeah.
Got it off.
Fuck, my hand froze. Might just lose. Got her hanging off the back of the old 1200 Holmes. Believe it or not, I cut that thing up with the old DeWalt Sawzall. She was rotted out. And she came over, landed right on this truck. But at least it missed all these and didn't hit the house. I guess that's better than nothing. It's been leaning that way for quite some time, but it finally let go. So I'm gonna take her out back to my huge fire pit. I'll get a chainsaw, I guess, and finish cutting it up. But at least get all this mess cleaned up so we can have our parking space back. But once again, the old yard truck came through. I'll tell you, that thing's hanging in there. I use that thing for about everything. a nice big heavy tree. See if I can maneuver around without taking out anything else. We're going to take it to the other side of the property up there in the corner. And I'm sure my neighbor who likes to complain and call the county on me, he'll be complaining about this tree, I'm sure. But, fuck him. Unless he wants to come out here and cut it up himself, it's going all the way in the corner over here by his property. You can look at the bitch, I don't care. That's where it's going. That's where I'm putting it. You don't like it, tough shit. Let's take it out of the limbs. But is what it is. We get some wicked wind across this field, I'll tell you. I'll get a chainsaw, cut it up, and we'll use it in the bonfire parties. Yeah, she's nice and heavy. You know, it's funny on the video. It sounds like this thing's screaming, but it's like at 1300 RPM, and it's just to bump the pressure up on the pump. Like it belongs here. Alright, let me unhook it. So that's today's adventure. I finished cleaning up these branches and stack it all up here in this corner, away from the house, the shop. Holla at your boy, keep it real.